Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss the remaining part of the magnetic effect of electric current. In the last previous class already we have discussed the principles of electric motor and electric generator. Today I am going to discuss about the electric motor and generator and some more related things. So let's see the slide. Children, this is the figure of the electric motor. First thing it's come to your mind, what is electric motor? Electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy into the mechanical energy. What is electric motor? It is a device which converts electrical energy to the mechanical energy. There are various examples we have like fan, toys, or electric trains. We have a grinder, mixing grinders. There are so many devices we have. They are electric motors are work over there. Now children, so you know what is the basic principle for electric motor? If a current carrying wire placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. So this is the basic principles. On what law it is based? It is based on Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? If we stretch our left hand like this, then forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, central finger indicates the direction of current, then thumb indicates the direction of motion or force. So based on this concept, this electric motor work. This is the DC electric motor is given. Now children see main four parts of, so what is electric motor? I say it is a device which converts electrical energy to the mechanical energy. Now what are the parts for that? Four main parts of this electric motor. N, S or N, you can see over there, they are the two very strong field magnets. This is a rectangular coil, it is called armature. Now end of this armature is connected to two half rings. These half rings are called what? Commutator or slip ring or commutator, and this slip ring commutator is attached with the carbon brushes, and through the carbon brushes it is connected to the circuit. So children, when the current is supplied, current is passed through the circuit, then what happens? You see here at this point magnetic field in this direction and electric field in this direction. So both fields are perpendicular. So in that case you can see force will act on upward direction, and in this case other opposite arms force will act in downward direction. But in this side or this side force will not act. Why? Because in this case magnetic field and electric field they are parallel to each other. But on this arm of this armature, magnetic field and electric field are perpendicular, so they applied the force. So one force will act upward, other arms the force will act downward, and so torque is produced over there, force will act, and so they turn the armature, and when the armature is turned, then electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. So you can attach the wheels, we can attach the fan, we can attach the grinder machines, so many things we can attach, and we can make the device over there. So my children, so main four parts are there. One is the field magnets, second is the armature. Armature is a copper coil, a rectangular copper coil, and these two are the slip rings, or that is slip ring or a split ring, they are called commutators, and through the carbon brushes it is connected to the circuit. So four main part, one is field magnet, second is armature, third is the split ring means commutator, and fourth is the carbon brushes. Children, in the exams sometime any terms are given: define field magnet, define armature, define commutator, define brushes. So you learn what are them. Field magnets, they are a strong magnet. This rectangular coil, they are the armature, it is made up of copper. Two half rings are over there, they are called a split ring, and a split ring are also called commutator, and the function of commutator is reverse the direction of current. डायरेक्शन ऑफ करंट को रिवर्स करने के लिए कम्यूटेटर यूज होता है, एंड करंट टू द कम्यूटेटर गेट इनटू द आर्मेचर थ्रू द कार्बन ब्रशेस. सो दे आर द मेन पार्ट ऑफ दिस इलेक्ट्रिक मोटर. आई थिंक सम क्लियर, यू चिल्ड्रन. When the current carrying wire placed in a magnetic field, it experiences a force, and due to that armature rotate, and due to rotation of armature, electrical energy is converted to the mechanical energy, and so we are able to do the lot of mechanical work. And this is the how the electric motor work and how the electric motor is used. Now children, after that come to the AC generator. What is generator? Generator is a device which convert mechanical energy to the electrical energy. This is just opposite to the motor. Motor में क्या था बेटा? Electrical energy is converted to the mechanical energy. And generator में क्या है? Mechanical energy means there we are going to rotate this armature. All parts remain as it is. What we have discussed in the case of motor. Only difference is that this is are the field magnets. This is our armature that is made of copper. There in the case of motor, there was a split ring, and here is a complete ring. That complete ring is called slip ring. So two slip rings are used over there, and finally through the carbon brushes B1 and B2, the load is given, and finally whatever the current is produced over there, so that current is given to the circuit through the load. So now children, all the parts remain the same. Only one difference is that instead of a split ring, it is a complete rings. Otherwise, there are two field magnets, armature, two complete ring or slip rings, carbon brushes, everything remain as it is over there. Need to that, we need to rotate the, and you all know the electric motor work on what principle? It work on the principle of electromagnetic induction. For electromagnetic induction, you know the children, either the coil or magnet, दोनों के बीच में क्या होना चाहिए? There is a relative motions. So magnet is here fixed, coil is rotate. So while coil is rotate, current is produced in the coil, and that current is given to the circuit, and it is supplied to the circuit for that. That's why, and direction of current is keep changing. That's why it is called alternating current. If you want to make the DC generator, then rather than the slip ring, we have to take two half rings over there. Otherwise, all things remain as it is. And electromagnetic induction is based on what? Fleming's right hand rule. Right hand rule, you know that children. If we stretch our right hand like that, then this our central forefinger indicate direction of magnetic field. Thumb indicates the direction of your motion of the armature. Then central finger indicates the direction of induced current. We already discussed in the previous things. After that, AC generator is based on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Already know that. Main 5 parts are over there. One is field magnets, two strong magnets are used. Next is armature, coils are used. Now the slip rings R1 and R2 are used. Two carbon brushes B1 and B2 are used, and one is load to given the electric whatever produced to the circuit. Am I clear children? Now after that, so far you understand what is electric motor, what is electric generator, and how does it work. After that, come to the electricity is of two types. One is called direct electric current, or other is called alternative current. So what is direct and what is alternative? Direct current is known as DC, and alternative current is known as AC. So what is DC? Current that always flows in one direction is called what? Direct current. Short में इसको DC बोलते हो. And if we current we get from the battery cells, they are called what? DC. And the frequency of DC is what? 0. And DC current is with help of diagram we can explain like this. Time and current होगा, and current always flow in the same directions. Now what is AC current? Current which reverse its direction periodically. Once it go up, again down, again means if direction is changing always. That's why it is called alternating current. Short में it is AC करते हो. And frequency of AC in our country India is 50 Hz. Means in 1/100th of second the direction is keep changing. That's why frequency is 50 Hz. And one advantage of AC over DC that AC can be transmitted for long distance without loss of electrical energy. That's why for long distance transmissions AC current is used, DC is not used for that. And all the power plants, there the AC are produced, and they are the long distance they are produced, and they are supplied to the different areas without loss of too much of power. Now children, after that we come to the three terms. one is electric fuse, overloading and short circuiting. They are being asked very frequently, define them. So electric fuse a device hota hai that is made up of very low melting point and it is connected in series with the circuit. So whenever any high current enter to our building, then this fuse melt and current को stop करता है, and so what happens that if the excess current entered, this fuse melt and protect our electrical devices for getting damaged. That's why it is called electric fuse, or it is called safety device also, safety fuse also, because it gives the safety to our various electrical appliances. There are various reasons due to that, like short circuiting, due to the overloading, or due to the other reason may be that heavy current enter to our buildings, and if it is electric fuse connected in the series, then what happens, fuse melt and it break the circuit and it protect our electrical devices. That's why it is called electric fuse, or it is also known as safety fuse. It is made up of materials like alloys like lead, tin, aluminium, copper. They can be used for that. Right now today, instead of the fuse or safety fuse, MCB, miniature circuit breaker, is also used for that purpose. Now next is overloading. Overloading means increase of the current in a circuit. If there is a socket, and on a single socket we cannot connect so many devices together. If we connect so many devices, all devices pull the current, and when all the devices pull the current, then what happens in a circuit, the amount of current will increase, and if the amount of current enter to the circuit is more than their tolerance, more than their capacity, then short circuit happens. Sometimes electric firing is taking place over there. So I advise, or you all know that we cannot connect all our devices to the single circuit or single socket. Now other is called short circuit. Short circuit is caused when live wire or neutral wire come in touch with each other due to any reasons. When they come in contact with each other, then it causes a spark, fire, or damage the circuit, and sometimes in some area the potential will be, or current will be very low. In some area the current or potential will be very large. It damages the electrical appliances too. So short circuit hota hai. When the short circuit happens, I advise that you off your main switch and call the electrician to correct them. Last part of that, domestic electric circuit. Many a time that question asked over there. Draw the diagrams for domestic electric circuit. So this diagram is given all the textbooks. See over there, children. Two wire, red and black wire, they are coming from the pole. You all know that. What the red wire is used, called as a live wire. From that the electric current comes in the circuit, and black wire is called what? Neutral wire, through which the current return back. So once the current comes from the pole, first it is connected in series with the pole fuse. Fuse, you know that, I just said, it protect our devices. Then it come to the main meters, electric meter over there. After that it come to the distribution box over there. Now here is a green line is over there, green wire. This is called your earth wire. Now there are so many sockets are present in our houses. 3 pin plugs are over there. These two are for the, one is for the live wire, other is for the neutral wire, and this single line is for the what is connected with the green colors, and it is for the earth wire. Earth wire is very important. Sometimes it happens till end. So this is how the electricity is connected in our domestics. So you practice draw it and learn them. And till end, why the fuse is important. It is because sometimes our electrical device like electric iron or many things, some leakage come, and if the leakage inside the electric iron or electric devices come, and if the improper earth wire hoga, and by mistake we touch the electric iron with our body, then the person will get the electric shock. But if there is a proper earthing is done over there, so if the leakage current appears through the earth wire, it goes to the earth, and by mistake if the device is touched with our body or hand, the person will not get any electric shock. The second is that sometimes atmospheric electricity during the rainy season is produced, and millions of volts electric current fall to the buildings and like that. In that case also the earthing is very important. like electric conductor, lightning conductor is placed. So whenever the huge current fall to the building through the conductor, they pass to the earth, and otherwise that huge current, huge voltage come to our building also, and that getting our devices damaged. That's why earthing is very important in our building, in our house. And on this way, children, I have completed this second chapter of physics, class 10th, magnetic effect of electric current. I hope you understand. I divided entire this chapter into 4 parts and explain them in categories wise, and I hope you understand. Please see them, read them, and prepare this chapter. Thank you.